Hi guys, welcome back, Doing another glitter and lasers because you guys like her. It's a retro. It's about we're going deep into her health issues. This is her first lipedema surgery. I always, and I said this in the last video, I always forget the quality of her videos is so much better than Amber's and Foodie's. Like Anna, I'll give it to Anna. Fashion on point. I mean, a little tight, but whatever. Quality of video totally on point. She like puts the money in to get good quality videos. So when you start watching it, you're like, oh wow, this is like professional quality videos. She also, I don't think like Foodie and Amber. More Amber than Foodie. Those broke bitches were broke bitches all their lives. Actually, I think Chantel's never been broke. Maybe middle class. She's middle class, and then she became really wealthy. I think Amber's always been kind of a broke bitch. Now she's got money. But I always got the feeling that Glitter and Laser is maybe upper middle class or more. Like, she doesn't give me she doesn't give me the working class vibe. I know my own working class poor people. She's definitely not that. She's a couple of classes up from me. Anyway, so let's watch this video and let's react.
She is incredibly fibrotic, I gotta say, one of the most fibrous patients I've done. I can feel that tissue release more and more and become more like butter.
Oh my God!
It started off like stone.
This is what I get for not watching this ahead of time. Holy, and is that, you guys, I don't like needles. I didn't realize we were going to see the turkey carving. This is my fault. This is my fault. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to fast forward a little bit because I can't watch turkey carving.
I've got to support my bikini ladies. Even when I'm gonna be in full compression. It's so stupid, but I love it.
Yeah. God.
So the anesthesiologist called me last night, and they're like, "We need to prepare you for, what's gonna happen tomorrow." So they don't put you completely asleep. You're like, I guess cognizant, but like you can tell that they're moving around down there. You can feel things, but you don't necessarily know what you're feeling.
That sounds gross.
And apparently they talk to you throughout it, but yet at the same time, you're not there mentally. So I'm very confused.
It's like a trip.
What this is gonna feel like. 'Cause the idea of something like in my skin and being able to feel it creeps me out to no end. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I just think it'll be a very weird experience. So dumb. I was like, I want to go home in the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, I was like, wait, is that bomb?
It is. Here's the crazy thing. They put saline through it, and you can taste the salt in your mouth. It's wild. It's wild.
So cool.
I didn't expect a culinary experience here.
What's going to happen is Courtney's going to come in and talk to you and go over the anesthesia and some of the positioning. Dr. Amber's going to come in and mark with his lovely markers, and then as we go into the OR, you get ready for your cold plunge, which is our prep. It's the cold prep that we put on your body.
So it's not like I'm not getting in an ice bath. No.
We call it a cold plunge because the prep is cold.
Oh, this sounds so terrible. You gotta get in a cold plunge. You have the salty taste in your mouth, and then you got a turkey carving on your body. Oh my God. But she'll be thinner. Guys, she will be thinner. Give it to Anna. She's gonna be thinner. Spoiler alert, she doesn't end up being thinner.
A lot of patients say it's the worst part. But it's the HIPAA wash that you used last night. We just prep the areas again before surgery.
But just ice cold.
It's cold. We keep it cold for
sanitary
bacteria. Yeah, exactly.
Dr. Amber's gonna come in and draw my body, make me art. Well, actually, it's my markers for the incisions and stuff.
It's a nice squeeze.
So everybody's getting ready to film it, and I'm walking because I was sitting for so long that my knees are just bugging me now. So I'm anxious. So I'm pacing. That's what I'm doing. I'm pacing. Close to
I
crying.
don't think that's good for your blood pressure. Right? Right before surgery, walking around. You guys tell me. I'm not like I've been to surgery so many times. I'm a surgery queen. I feel like, don't they check your blood pressure right before you go under? I mean, she said she's going to be it's semi-conscious, but I feel like your blood pressure is kind of critical because, I mean, if you are conscious a little bit and they're doing things to you, they don't want it to rise up because that could be a heart attack, especially with this big body. Like, I think that walking doesn't sound like a good idea. I feel like you should be calm, thinking calm thoughts and, like breathing, like walking around. I think that's, I don't know. You guys tell me. I don't know.
Is this okay?
Wow, that is bright. Okay, why don't you have me
Why does everything got to be a fashion statement with you, girl? That's cute, though. I do like that.
How are your knees?
Not great.
They've evaluated?
No, I don't think it, muscle-wise, I think they're okay.
But I mean, the joint itself's okay?
I have not had them evaluated.
Okay, well.
It's wild. Wild.
We talked yesterday about reasons why lipedema is so different than just regular liposuction surgery. It's a disease, fibrosis, complicated areas, all these things you have to understand, risk of clot formation. But, one thing I mentioned was understanding how the disease itself presents, where it really is, where it isn't, its primary areas, its secondary areas, and understanding it, and then forming your plan, how you're doing things circumferentially, semi-circumferentially, in her case, because a little more advanced with stage 4 lipolipedema. The grouping of things, when we're doing things concomitantly with surgical tightening procedures with my plastic surgeon, but it's really important to understand. And then after you understand, you have to design things. You have to engineer the process. Okay, a lot of it's not just artistry. It's understanding first, it's engineering design second. Ultimately, it's your performance. It's your physical performance of that all that design and artistry and all that stuff.
Fascinating.
We're doing our whole outer leg area today. Strategically, I want to decongest proximally first before we start working in distal areas on her. Is a very important area to do first. Even in her buttock area, it's understanding where the lipedema is and where it really isn't. And not just making a mess out of the buttock for no reason from even a cosmetic standpoint. You want to decongest this whole area up into the lower back area, this area called the pelvic girdle. Follow it around.
Did you just hear what he said from a cosmetic standpoint? Okay, I find it really interesting, the whole, like I said in my last video, I wanted to be a doctor, so I find the whole medical procedure interesting. The turkey basting and that big ass needle, not so much, but like him explaining it, I find it interesting. Does he sound like a used car salesman? Yes, absolutely. But I feel like that's most plastic surgeons, reconstructive surgeons, doctors. They have to be very thorough in explaining what they're doing because I don't know. I think that's part of their job.
And where this unit, this cosmetic unit, I call it, ends at the knee area is going to be done today bilaterally with it. And again, where the access points are, if you're off, like I've said, half an inch or an inch, you're never going to get around curved areas safely and properly. Ready to go?
Yeah.
Good.
I'll be honest, I'm anxious, but I think it would be I'd be delusional if I wasn't, right?
Yeah, like I've said before, only the
totally.
weird ones are not anxious. It's normal. I mean, I love doing things. I kind of hate things done to myself. I'm the same way with it. But we got it down. Every part of it, we do it over and over again. The whole team. That's why I don't work with different people. It's all the same.
I trust you. Just give me the happy drugs and we're good.
Yeah, get the happy drugs and all that stuff. But you'll do.
I mean, I wouldn't fault her for not being anxious. I think that anybody going into a situation where they're losing a good chunk of their body weight, knowing that there is complications, because these operations are not without complications, will be anxious. So I give it to her. Yeah, you should be anxious.
Great.
I'm
so
excited.
Now we're just going to move you through the process, okay?
Okay.
So when we do the thighs, positioning is really important for Dr. Amron.
Okay.
When you're on your side, he's going to want you on your hip and your shoulder,
Okay.
and he's not going to want you in the fetal position.
Interesting.
So a lot of people, they get excited and they want to curl up on their side.
Yes, that is what I would like to do.
Yeah. So he's going to want you nice and straight. So hips straight. He's going to want your arms up by me and almost your hips pushed a little bit more forward than the rest of your body. When you're under anesthesia on a really narrow bed, it's hard to figure out where you're at. So a lot of people will stick their butt backwards. If he tells you to do a pelvic thrust forward, just means pull your hips toward whatever way you're
Like
facing.
that.
Like that.
Okay, guys, it's time to go into my first surgery. We'll see you guys later.
Wild. Wild.
Anna, how you doing?
I am over here.
We're gonna skip most of this because I don't need to see this needle. Oh no! Ah! Ew, the turkey baster. Okay.
Start off like stone, essentially, like rock hard, and
I
now
can
it's
hear it.
just
I can hear it.
softer and softer and healthier and healthier.
Okay, so they're wrapping me now to go home.
Oh, wow.
This is the easing I mentioned in other parts of this video. Well, actually, in the last video. But basically, it's all of that stuff releasing from my body, which is good. It's gross, but it's good and it's healthy. So it's vile how okay I feel after surgery. I'm alert. I'm a little bit
She's
shaky.
like, stop talking.
I can't feel anything they're doing, which is weird. And getting the compression garment on was less work than I thought it was going to be. But then again, they put it on.
Oh, she's covering
So
her
maybe
boobs. I was
that's
wondering
why.
what she was doing.
I was like, it wasn't that hard to put it on when I realized I didn't put it on. So maybe the pain meds are, and like the drugs are still in me a little bit. So I just came out of my first surgery. And I did my outside thighs and my hip shelf, I think it's what it's called. They took out, I believe, 12-ish liters of lip.
Jesus fucking Christ. 12 is... Mind you, I just want to also point out that regular schmegulars like us wouldn't be able to do this. She is very, very, very fortunate to be able to go to LA and remove a portion of her lymphedema. So, I mean, I'm watching it in awe because if I ever got lymphedema, knock on wood, I wouldn't be able to afford this. You know, in my current reality, I couldn't be able to afford this. I mean, my next reality is I'm going to be a multimillionaire, but then I would just be eating gourmet food all the time and exercising and have a personal trainer named Hans. Like, I wouldn't even get this. You know, it's wild. This whole procedure is wild, and I didn't react as much because I'm curious about what's going on. A lot of times, I love all this medical jargon and stuff, except for that big needle. So for me, it's interesting. Let's see if she has anything else to say.
Stomach fat, and what Dr. Amber was telling me, which was like wild, that I didn't even realize. Again, guys, I'm a little still drugged up right now, so if anything's a little slow or weird, that's why. He said that it was like way more fibrotic than he initially had thought, which is means it's, again, really good that I took care of this now versus like waiting on it, because it could have caused a lot more problems. I want to say shout out to Courtney, who was the anesthesiologist. She stayed with me the whole time, so anytime I had like any discomfort, she was like on it.
Got it. All right, I'm not watching the rest of this. Yeah, it's a fascinating situation. Pretty sure it's preventable, but it's fascinating how this operation happens. Sorry, I skipped over the turkey basting removal of stuff. I just don't like big knife, big needle. It's not my favorite. Like, I love watching medical procedures, but like knives, and not even knives, like things entering the body, like showing tying up and like, I don't know how to explain it. The instruments bother me. Like, big needles bother me. Not necessarily knives bother me, but needles bother me, which is funny because I have a bunch of tattoos, but that's a different kind of needle, you know. And I also don't watch. I think like watching something going inside, like entering the body like a needle, bothers me. But I find all this medical stuff really interesting. Like, yeah, yeah. I have nothing like terrible to say. I mean, she didn't cry. I was like, she's gonna cry. I'm ready for it. Bring the tears. Stop crying, Anna. She didn't cry. I'll give it to her. She was really resilient. All right, so we'll go on to the next video then after watching this one. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment like you usually do. Please like and subscribe. Yada yada. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay sassy.